Hello everyone, we warmly welcome you all to our special program brought to you by Indian Achievers Forum. I am your host Vatika Singh. Indian Achievers Award is an honor that celebrates the people who went extraordinary to effectuate their aspirations and ideas. In this series, we emphasize not only on the struggles and achievements of the people, but also on the social contributions they made to their native land, India. Before introducing you all to our one such achiever, let's take a look at the small AV.
Indian Achievers Forum is driven by a full-fledged advisory board. The board consists of experienced personalities who have excelled in their respective careers. Together, the forum organizes conferences, events, workshops, exhibitions, trade shows, and B2B initiatives in India as well as abroad. Where there is passion, there is achievement. And where there is achievement, there is Indian Achievers Forum.
With over 20 years in banking tech, Satish Padmanabhan is an experienced technology and transformational leader with a wealth of expertise spanning over 2 decades. As a data management leader in financial markets at Standard Chartered, Satish brings a unique blend of strategic vision and hands on experience to the table, driving initiatives aimed at optimizing data management processes and ensuring compliance with regulatory standards. In his previous stints, he has worked in R&D and other GCCs maturing the technology, product, and operations for multiple verticals, trading services, collateral management, and investment accounting. Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm doing fine, Vatika. How are you?
I'm doing fine as well. Before entering into the questions, tell us something about you and your professional journey so far.
Sure. I'm a data management professional. I have close to 22 years of experience. I'm currently with the Standard Chartered Bank. I have been with Standard Chartered Bank for the last 5 years. Throughout my career, I have been a techno-functional manager, working with Java-based technologies, and subsequently, I had the opportunity to lead global teams working on various technologies as well as different functional units. So I have worked with the trading services, collateral management, investment accounting, and now financial markets. And over the last 5 years, I have got an opportunity to become a data management leader within the financial markets space, leading the build out of the metadata management platform, as well as the demonstration of compliance for data quality management standards.
Right, sir. So, moving ahead, I'm really keen to know that what inspired you to pursue a career in this particular industry.
I, right from my childhood, from the age of 8, I have been fascinated with computers. I started my programming from that time. At that time, only some of the primitive programming languages like BASIC was available. But nevertheless, I continued my interest, and throughout my student life, as well as in the college, I took up computer science engineering. Subsequently, I got an opportunity to work with Bank of New York Mellon through campus recruitment, and I was able to rise through the corporate ranks, starting as a developer, and subsequently I became a techno-functional leader. Of late, uh, I have been more fascinated with data. I have been using mathematical models to drive decision making, and I was able to see firsthand the impact of numbers that can create, and therefore I was able to see the impact of data as such. And imagine the if you are able to tap into the data that is available within the expanses of a complete domain in itself. So that got me fascinated into data management, and I got an opportunity within Standard Chartered to foray into the build out of one such system of a metadata repository platform. And then subsequently, it is just 5 years has been just a breeze. I love to do what I'm doing, and I'm able to see the impact of data it creates in lives um, within the business and as well as outside of that. And over the last 10 years, you could see that there has been a focus on data analytics, artificial intelligence, etc. So data becomes paramount, and the impact of data can be felt if not handled properly, could create both financial as well as reputational losses for a company. But if handled well, it can give a very good leverage to the firm, can create competitive differentiators, and it has become almost a necessity now to give exclusive focus on the data and to ensure that firms are able to make appropriate usage of the data to tap into new markets and revenue making opportunities.
Right, sir. So, moving ahead, we all have faced our share of challenges in our journey. So, how do you maintain a balance between the challenges in your personal and professional lives?
It is a good question. Um, as a corporate professional, it becomes very challenging, especially as an IT and a data management professional. It becomes very challenging to ensure that you are able to devote sufficient time both for your professional as well as personal pursuits. Nevertheless, it is very important that we are able to give utmost importance to our family life, value the relationships that you have, whether it could be with your spouse or with your children or with your parents, and that forms the basis or the foundation of all that you could achieve in life. So if you're able to devote sufficient time to them, ensure that things are taken care back at home, and then follow a very disciplined life, devoting time not just for your work, but also to upskill yourself, as well as to work towards your long-term career goals and create the right kind of habits that would help you to take you there. So discipline, diligence, ensure that your relationships are at sound health, as well as do ensure that you do have a broad network so that you can always tap into them to pursue the right kind of opportunities at the right times, and so that is a way by which you will be able to maximize your opportunities, maximize your success despite the challenges that you have to confront with.
Right, sir. So, what is the passion that drives you in your career and in your industry?
Okay. The passion that drives me is to see value for my efforts. Right? When I'm able to make tangible differences in the context of my engagements, it could be within the scope of the business, it could be in the process of impacting others' lives, or it could be making somebody happy, even. Right? That is the passion that keeps me going. Other than that, I'm quite passionate about quite a number of things. I'm very passionate about mathematics. I'm still close to solving equations at the moment. I even prove theorems now. I'm very passionate about computers, as I've said before. I'm extremely passionate about studying about religions, mythologies, comparative religions, etc. Very passionate about philosophy also. I'm able to draw correspondences between one's psychological state and the external events and express these in conceptual as well as mathematical terms. So much of my other time is also devoted to reading, accumulating knowledge, and ensure that I'm able to bring out the right level of connections. Right. So I'm very passionate and curious to know about the things that are happening around the world, and as well as what is happening within myself, and as well as some of the different areas of my interest, such as computers and as well as mathematics.
Right, sir. So, moving ahead, we all have certain plans for our future. So, what are your future plans with respect to your current industry?
Yeah, so my future plans have been changing throughout my career, and I have wanted to be different things at different points in my career journey. But currently, I am aiming for becoming either a chief data officer or a chief information officer. Now, you could see that there is a kind of a convergence between these different roles, like the chief analytics officer, chief data analytics officer, chief data and artificial intelligence officer, and then you have chief intelligence officer, chief information officer also. But I think the difference between what data and information and intelligence is going to be very minuscule as we move forward, and therefore I would like to get a seat at the table in the form of a chief information officer. My long-term passion is to start something of my own, become a chief executive officer, and embark on an entrepreneurial journey. I'm also very passionate about making social contributions. So I would like to impact lives, as I've said before, ensure, help people to grow in their lives, help them to become more successful, impart education to them. Since I'm close to some subjects like mathematics, I see myself as a teacher in those areas as well.
Right, sir. So, first of all, congratulations on winning the Indian Achievers Award. I really want to know that what was the feeling when you came to know that you have been awarded with the Indian Achievers Award, and who all have been your constant supporters in this journey?
Uh, Actually, there was a kind of a disbelief when I got to know that I became one of the awardees. I least expected, because the achievers that I have seen who are being advertised as being the achievers from the Indian Forum, they are of a very high caliber. They are extremely high talented members, and therefore to stand one amongst them as amongst the esteemed achievers at a national level is something that gives me a lot of happiness as well as a sense of pride as well. And when I did say this to my parents as well as my family members, even they were in a state of disbelief, but they were able to reconcile it to it eventually. And and it has been my dream. I have seen a few of my colleagues also becoming Indian achievers, but only few and far between. And there is a lot of I see that there is a sense of pride when they communicate that they have indeed won the Indian Achievers Forum. So when I did see all of that, I did wish I would also become one of the Indian achievers. That was an inspiration to me. And then subsequently, by God's grace, I was able to have my nomination through and get an award, especially something as esteemed as the Man of Excellence Award, where the minimum criteria is 20 years of experience, is something that is a highly esteemed as well as a moment of pride for me.
Right, sir. So now, since we know a lot about your professional role, tell us something about your social contributions as well.
I have been involved in a lot of community services activities.
Mhm.
These have been organized in the context of my organization. So I have led initiatives like Go Green with the tree plantation, led entire teams for doing that exercise. I had multiple stints in helping village children on imparting certain specific classes, wiping their blackboards, as well as doing tree plantation within within their school premises, as well as taking some time out to play with them. Right, so they see us as role models, and therefore we could be inspirers to them. And whenever possible, I try to take that as an opportunity to impart some education, especially in the subject that I am passionate about. And going beyond that, currently I am a global mentor for the women's data professionals in EDM Council. So it is not just a testimony to my specialization as well as skills in the data management field, but also the fact that people see me as contributing towards the cause of diversity and inclusion. And and of late, I have taken up another assignment where I have become a jury for the Stevie Awards. Stevie Awards is a very esteemed business awards at a global level. It is deemed to be one like the Oscars for business awards. So I got the opportunity to become a jury for that as well. In the future, I'm planning to take many more such initiatives. Last year in 2023, I led the Financial Markets Global Mentorship Program. The program had an outreach of close to 1,500 associates.
Right, sir. So, before concluding this session, you know that IF is followed not only by mainstream organizations, but also those young minds who aspire to be like our achievers someday. So, what is that one message you'd like to give them?
I would say to them that they'll have to stay humble but aim high, work hard, and take others along. Put your efforts, you will definitely find your fruits. But ensure that you're able to take others along, inspire others along the way, so that one day they will also be able to reach where you are and better what you could become.
And that, I must say, is a great piece of advice. Thank you so much for joining with us today. It was pleasure talking with you, and we hope that you continue to inspire people of all ages forever. Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks, Mantika. Thanks for this opportunity.